Good morning from Kensington. So yesterday, as we know, was phenomenal, and today I only have 2 things on the agenda. I have been running and gunning pretty strong, and I'm starting to get a little bit worn out, and so I want to do today the National Gallery and I want to do Harrods. And anything else that happens beyond that is just icing on the cake. So I think that for me really works really well if I have a couple of big like rocks in the jar that I know I want to do each day, and then if other things evolve, great. If they don't, great, and I can really walk around and enjoy another gorgeous day. So you know how I like to tell you guys when interesting things happen that you can kind of, I don't know, maybe learn from. But this happened to me one time in Paris too, where I was on the underground and there were some people that seemed very not on the up and up to me sitting near me. And just remember, if you get that gut feeling, which you know may have been absolutely nothing, but I just had that feeling, get off the underground. If you really need to get where you're going, get off the underground and just get on the next train. I mean, I do it in Atlanta too. You get that weird feeling, if you can't get to another car, get off the train. So, I don't know, sometimes I feel like we don't give ourselves permission to listen to our gut. Now, nothing's probably gonna happen. I didn't feel safe, so I got off the train. And in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and walk to the National Gallery. Look where I am. I'm in Hyde Park right now. This is where the Battle of Waterloo Memorial is. I may wander down here because I'm not entirely sure where I am, which is kind of a theme. So now I'm in the Green Park, and the Royal Parks system is, I mean, so far I've been in St. James's Park, Hyde Park, Kensington Gardens, and now I'm in the Green Park. And the walkways where you can cut through to get where you're going. Like right now I'm going to the National Gallery. I got off at Hyde Park. It's about a mile walk, which on this kind of a beautiful fall day, I will take that. Over here on our left, we have a family of magpies. The black and white. I don't think we have magpies in Atlanta. They're very pretty. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. Look at that.
You're gonna follow everything I do, and then in the end, you're gonna stand on my back. You're gonna hold the fly. That was perfect. Hello. Come on,
I'm in Trafalgar Square, and you can see the National Gallery behind me and the monument over this way. The light's bad there, I'll go this way. Just listened to an amazing street performer. Actually bought his CD. I really enjoyed his voice and I love acoustic guitars, like one of my favorites, so did that. National Gallery was amazing. I went ahead and did the Impressionists. The National Gallery is free, but they had a special exhibit of the evolution of Impressionism, which was from a private collection that was unbelievably curated, and really enjoyed that. And that was £9.50, which, you know, considering that the museums here are all free, that was a small price to pay. And I also felt like I was supporting the museum, and that was very, very money well spent. So I feel like all of London is here in Trafalgar Square today, and it's awesome. I need to go maybe find something to eat. I don't know. I need to look at the map. I literally have no idea what's next. We'll just see where the day takes us. So guess where I am now? I'm at Harrods. I'm at a place called the Godiva Chocolate Cafe. I'm going to have tea and something really chocolatey. I've made a purchase that I may or may not talk about later because it's very indulgent. And I'm just gonna enjoy some downtime. It's been such a busy day and it's so beautiful in here and sort of modern and quiet, and it is perfect for me right now. And there's chocolate.
Freedom, 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 my freedom, I said, freedom, freedom, yo, freedom, my freedom.
So I am back at the room. I did so much today. I toured all of the National Gallery, including the Impressionist exhibit, which was fantastic. I went to Trafalgar Square, which hopefully you guys have seen by now. I did the National Portrait Gallery, so I looked at a bunch of pictures of British royalty and other people. George Washington was there, which I thought was interesting. And then I went to Harrods and walked around there, and I have a story to share. So this is from Burberry. I'm not going to unwrap it because she did such a great job of wrapping it up, but it is a classic Burberry scarf. Those of you that know that the classic cashmere never goes out of style, and I'll tell you why I know that. The first time I saw one of these was when I was here in London when I was 18, and it was at Harrods. And I wanted one very badly, but clearly there was no way I was even going to ask for that from my parents who I was traveling with. And all throughout the years, various times I've seen Burberry scarves, I thought, oh, I would so love a Burberry scarf. Never could justify it, never felt like it was something that, it was just too much of a luxury. So this time I decided I was going to get the Burberry scarf, and I didn't want to order it online. Wanted to go back to Harrods, which was the place where I first saw it, and get it there. Now, some of you are thinking, because you're going to go look it up, I can't believe she paid that for a scarf. Others of you are thinking, if you wanted it that badly, why did it take you 30 years? And the reality is, something like this is such a luxury, and I could have asked for it for Christmas. I really could have gotten it at any point in time. But I think in one way or another, I was really waiting till I came back here to London to get it. So she wrapped it so beautifully for me, and I just love it. And it's just, I told the story that I've waited 30 years to get it to the woman when they gave me my VAT money back, which, by the way, that's a significant amount of money. It's 12%, so make sure you don't neglect that step. I have one more thing to do at the airport with that. They have to stamp it for me, and I have to put it in this envelope and put it in a slot somewhere, evidently, so I'm sure, hopefully that will be self-evident. But I told the story to the woman who checked me out and to the other woman, and they were both just like, oh my gosh, that's the best story ever. So hopefully you felt like it's not the best story ever, but it is a pretty good story. So I have my scarf. It's gonna go home with me. Very happy about that. Then after I went to after I went to Harrods, where did I go? I walked around for a while down by Harrods, Knightsbridge area, but then it started to get really, really busy. And London from about 4 until about 6 is crazyville. So I took the underground to South Kensington, and the underground was jammed. So I had a really nice dinner in South Kensington, just a small little place. I don't even know the name of it. I just had some avocado toast and a scone and clotted cream and strawberry jam for dessert. And then I walked home because, again, the underground was so crammed with people that I just couldn't. I've been around, you know, when you've been around crowds and crowds and crowds and crowds and crowds and crowds all day, you're like, I just need to not be around people. So I walked the mile or so back through South Kensington to where my hotel is. So overall, great day. I'm so excited about tomorrow because my friend Tracy comes in on the train from Wales, and we're meeting at the gift shop at the Tower of London. So I'm very happy to see her. It's going to be very cold tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to dress a little bit more warmly than I have been, but happy sigh. Tomorrow's my last full day. I can't believe how quick this trip has gone. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So look where we are, you guys. So you can see the Tower Bridge right behind us. What did we think of the crown jewels, Tracy?
They were spectacular but heavy looking.
Yeah.